Welcome to another edition of Talking Metal. My name is Mark Striegel, and on tonight's episode, we are taking calls, or actually voicemails, from you guys, the listeners. I encourage you all to call in. I want to hear from each and every one of you. 973-757-1917 is the number. 973-757-1917. And right now, let's check in with the listeners, you guys. This first call, I listened to it already. I'm going to listen to it again right now. He is referring to the open letter I wrote to Ozzy Osbourne, which is located in the news section on TalkingMetal.com. So here we go. Let's check out this voicemail.
Hey, Mark and Talking Metal.
Hey.
Yeah, on Twitter, I go by the name of Metal Dan.
Of course,
Metal Dan. I got a recent comment now about your recent publication about your open letter to Ozzy and concerning his live set list, how Ozzy should maybe mix it up and more now that he could be nearing the end of retirement. You know, I agree with you. However, Blasko is his band director, it seems like, the bass player for Ozzy,
right.
Much like Chuck Garrett is for Alice Cooper. But on a recent interview with Blasko on the Josta podcast, they discuss this Maiden tour that's going around back in your area again. They're coming through the United States again. But last year, Maiden was doing the shows, and Blasko didn't want to go see Maiden because, as he said on Josta's show, they're playing new songs. He only wants to hear the old stuff. He wants to hear the best of. He doesn't want to be a part of anything new. That was his words, not mine, and I had a problem with that. Unfortunately, I think the rest of the world probably agrees with Blasko. I don't, and probably you don't either. I love the new Maiden stuff. But I don't see Blasko wanting to mix it up for Ozzy either. He's going to see the same thing, and I think he says the same thing. They just want to hear the same old tunes over and over. So that's unfortunate, and that's why I commented, yeah, you got to check with Blasko first. I think he kind of runs the band and gives Ozzy direction of what he should do.
Right.
Your other comment and question was about should Zach be back and play guitar for Ozzy. Yeah, I agree with you on that. However, what do you think, though, that Gus G has been waiting around this whole time while Ozzy's been off doing Sabbath, and, you know, as isn't it his turn to be a part of this band now? That would suck for him to not be included. So there's that. Last thing, Mark, your guys from Overkill from New Jersey are here in California this weekend.
Cool.
They're going to be hitting up Anaheim. It's an awesome venue, and I will be taking part in that. So I get to see Overkill do a headline show. They don't do that very often, and they're coming through.
Yeah, I'm going
to
March
Overkill
11th.
Kicks ass. Play it. It's
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll
see
play
you, Mark.
some Overkill. Cool. Metal Dan, great to hear from you. And wow, there's a lot there. So let's start with the Blasko thing. I know Blasko. I mean, we're not best friends. We don't talk on the phone every day or anything. But when I see him, he does give me a hug and acts like he knows me. And he's always been kind to Talking Metal. So having said that, I like the guy, and I hear what you're saying about him not wanting to go see Maiden because they were going to do new songs, and yeah, I like to hear. Like if I was going to go see Maiden and they played 80% new songs, that would be a drag. I wouldn't be into that. I do like their new stuff, but I don't want to hear more than 20% of this set be new songs. And most of the general public, I think, is what you're saying, doesn't want to even hear 1% new songs. They just want the classics. And circling back to Ozzy, I would love to hear more of those classics. You know, he plays the same, like you said, the same songs all the time. Well, what about Miracle Man? That was a big song. Desire. You know, he used to play the Sabbath song Changes with Zach doing the piano part. Steal Away the Night is a little bit more off the beaten path, but people would like that. When I was a kid, You Can't Kill Rock and Roll was a big radio hit. The song Diary of a Madman, even Shot in the Dark, bring that one back. These are all songs people want to hear, in my opinion. Of course, yeah, he has to do a Crazy Train. I don't know, Mr. Crowley, stuff like that. Of course, Over the Mountain. But yeah, I think he could definitely expand the set list. Gus G, I hear what you're saying about Gus G, but honestly, I don't think we can, have Gus G back in the band because we feel bad for him. Zach needs to return to the band. I really think that he's one of 3 iconic guitar players that have, out of many that Ozzy has had, through the years. Not that many really on record, but as far as if you look at all the people he's played with and toured with and stuff, just think the fans really they want Zach back. They recognize Zach. They'd love to have him back. And again, I hear what you're saying about Gus G, but I don't know. I don't know. I think Zach is a part of the Ozzy legacy, and I don't really think that Gus G is. I do like that when Gus G did the last tour, they did bring back some songs like Killer of Giants. I mean, that's a song. They brought that back. If they can bring that back, why not bring Desire? Why not, Miracle Man? Stuff like that would be great to hear again. The Ultimate Sin song. They played that once, I believe, back in 2012 or 2013. They should bring that back, along with Zach. I think Ozzy doesn't have a lot of tours left, and I think we need to see him with part of his past. Jake E. Lee is not happening. I've heard people say it would be great to get Jake back. That's never going to happen. Will never happen. Randy's gone, so let's get him back. And I think the general public, the non-hardcore fans would like that too. I think they'd love to see Zach. They kind of know who Zach is, Cool. Dan, great call. Thank you for checking in, and I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your comment. Let's get to let's play some Overkill first. You're going to see Overkill. Here's a little new Overkill on Talking Metal. That was Overkill, new Overkill with Mean Green Killing Machine off the Grinding Wheel. Checking them out on March 11th. Can't wait. Again, thanks to Metal Dan for calling in to Talking Metal. Let's get to the next call here on the podcast. We're going to do 3 calls today. This is call number 2.
Hey, Mark. It's Matt Rankin.
Matt.
What's up, brother? Hey, I just wanted to let you know I just listened to the Nitro episode.
Oh, sweet.
With Michelangelo, and yeah, it was awesome. I'm an old fan.
Me too.
And that first album came out when I was in high school, so definitely one of the shredders I always loved over the years. Anyways, quick story. It's funny because in college I actually was a DJ at the college radio station, and usually I was doing shows from like 2 to 3 a.m., sometimes even 3 to 6 a.m., and It was like open format, so usually I play a mix of rock, hard rock, metal, and so it's funny, I actually needed to cover one of the day shifts, and this particular day was like this house trance music show, and she was just running late by like 2 hours.
Right.
So I was like, I guess I got to find a CD to play, and I actually pulled the Nitro CD, the first one, and played like the whole thing in its entirety on the radio. And it was so funny when she walked in, because she's just a total like, techno person, and she just kind of looked at me sitting there like jamming to the music, and she's like, I don't get it. Nice. I was like, but I've already gotten like 2 phone calls today, so there's definitely, it's funny because there's people in the area obviously listening, and yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyways,
that's awesome. It's awesome.
Just want to throw that out there, and great interview. Good to
Thanks.
hear that they're getting back together. And I just checked out that Pelican band you mentioned, and I found the one from 2009, What We All Come to Need. I just listened to the whole album, and dude, that is like, I love that band. So
cool.
Thanks for letting us know about that, because that's pretty good stuff. So anyways, take care, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Matt, thanks so much for the call. And yeah, Nitro, crazy band, right? Because they were definitely extreme. But when you think of extreme metal or rock, you think of like death metal, maybe thrash metal or black metal or something. But here was this band that was kind of like essentially kind of glammy, at least with their looks and their hooks and stuff. But yet they were definitely extreme, you know? I mean, the voice, the guitar playing, even the production was extreme. Some might say it was extremely bad, but yeah, fun stuff. If you don't know Michael's band before Nitro, Holland, I highly recommend you check them out. They were great, a little more mainstream, I guess I would say, but great, like super great hard rock band. In some ways, in my opinion, you know, don't tell Michael, but even better than Nitro. Having said that, I'm totally psyched to see where Nitro goes next. I think Chris Adler is a guy who understands that they are, you know, fun, you know, and he's going to embrace that fun and the ridiculousness of it all, and maybe turn it into something new and fresh. So we'll see where that goes. I'm very curious. Matt, again, great to hear from you. Always like connecting with you on Facebook, and please keep in touch. Thanks for your long time support of what I do here with Talking Metal. All right, one more. Well, I guess we should play something, right? We should play Nitro, right? All right, here's a little Nitro. A little Nitro with Freight Train here on Talking Metal. Thanks, Matt, for calling in to the show. Cool. Another call, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Mark, it's Jerry from Long Island. Maiden and Ghost have added a second show to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
I heard that.
I'm going to be at both shows.
Cool.
Got a great idea for a podcast, the VIP Trooper pre-show party. That would be awesome. Please play Maiden's Children of the Damned, Up the Irons, and Ghosts. Thank you.
Awesome. Great request, by the way. Love Children of the Damned. Children of the Damned. Anyways, yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, I'm hitting the Jersey show, which is about a month before the Brooklyn shows. I know that second Brooklyn show, I believe, is the last show of the tour, and maybe I'll have to get out to that, Jerry. We'll have to have a trooper beer together. Having said that, Maiden's a tight band. I literally have zero ins with them at all. I know we had Yannick on our YouTube channel many years ago, but they're tough, man. They're a tough band to crack. I don't think I'm going to be able to bring microphones and stuff into any sort of pre-show party or anything like that. But if I can get out there, it'd be fun to hang for sure. And yeah, it's a great idea. If you have connections and you can make a Talking Metal pre-show podcast record/party happen, I will be there. I just need access. You know, I need to know that I can get my microphone in and all that good stuff and get into the trooper party, whatnot. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. And Jerry, you're on every time we do listener voicemails. There is at least one call from you, and I know you even rang once or twice and left a message that I haven't played on the podcast, and that's simply because I think we have to limit it to one call per listener on these listener voicemail episodes. But believe me, I hear every message that you leave, and I also appreciate your support on the actual website. You've been very great with leaving comments. And guys, now the Talking Metal website, talkingmetal.com, we have a comments section, and we would love it if even for this episode, if you want to leave a comment, go to the comments section on talkingmetal.com and let us know what you think. I'll respond, and we can get a conversation going there in the comments section. All right, little Children of the Damned here on Talking Metal. You know how you can support with PayPal donations and using the Amazon links and all that good stuff. You guys have been great with the Amazon links, actually, so thank you. You can also go subscribe to our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/talkingmetal. Again, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. It's always fun hearing your voicemails. Please call, leave some more. The number again is 973 757 1917. 973-757-1917. If you forget that number, you can go to talkingmetal.com, and it's listed in the show notes on every episode. Cool. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. A little Maiden here to take us out. Be sure to catch Maiden when they come through your town. Definitely checking them out in Jersey in June, possibly Brooklyn, New York in July, I believe it is. We'll have to see. All right. Okay. Thanks, Jerry from Long Island. Here's your song.